This video is brought to you by Micromax.
Here's a phone not just for the explorer or the geek, nor for the white collar, the no collar, the just call her or him. Because technology doesn't discriminate. It belongs to everyone. The new Micromax Canvas Nitro. Now everyone can.
In India, right pricing equals massive success. With the Mi 3, Xiaomi got one part of it right, but the company woefully underestimated online demand and ended up discontinuing its sales soon, only to introduce a much cheaper model into the market, the Redmi 1S. Here's our review. On paper, the device is just too good to be true at the price point it comes at. For a shockingly low price of Rs 5,999, the Redmi 1S comes with a large 720p screen, a powerful quad-core processor, a 8-megapixel camera, 8GB of memory, and so on. No other phone currently offers these kinds of specifications at this price point. But the natural reaction for something that's too good to be true is always this: is there a catch? Let's start with the design. The design of Redmi 1S is as generic as it can get. Bog standard, basic, uninspiring, and blocky are some of the words that you can associate with it, but it's not really a bad thing, we would say. The standard design is simple and familiar to anyone who has or hasn't used a touchscreen device, and this is what counts for a budget device, we feel. The plastic used in the device is solid and reassuring, squashing any doubts of poor build quality. At 158 grams, it is heavy, and at 9.9 millimeters, it's also thick. But it's not thick or heavy enough to be uncomfortable, as it fits well in the hands. The device has a glass front with a 4.7-inch display underneath. Below the display, we have the red-colored capacitor shortcut buttons which echo the design language of all the Redmi devices. Just below the home shortcut button is the multicolor notification LED. Above the display, we have the earpiece and the front-facing camera, and the hardware buttons for power and volume are located on the right side of the phone, while the left side is devoid of any buttons or input. Talking of input, the micro USB port and the primary microphone are located at the bottom, and the top just houses the 3.5mm audio jack. Turning to the back, we have the secondary microphone, the 8-megapixel camera unit, the single LED flash, the loudspeakers, and the Mi logo. Underneath the back cover, we have SIM card slots, a micro SD card slot, and a removable battery. Coming back to the display, the 4.7-inch screen on the Redmi 1S is a 720p unit. At a price point that reaches the lower end of the market, the display outclasses every other phone that competes in the same range. With great viewing angles, good color reproduction, and overall decent performance, the display shines but is limited by the glass that protects it. The air gap between the glass and the display is so big that there is a lot of reflection going on, and it doesn't help that the screen is also a fingerprint magnet. So outdoor visibility takes a hit as a result. The camera on the Redmi 1S is, yet again, a class-leading 8-megapixel unit. And the best part is, it's not just the numbers, even the performance is pretty good. With a f2.2 aperture and Xiaomi's nifty camera app, the Redmi 1S produces clear shots in most conditions except low light. Low light is a pain for even the high-end cameras, so it would be too much to expect it from the cheap Redmi, but it still holds well in tough conditions. Check out some of the samples here. When it comes to video, the Redmi 1S can record and play back Full HD 1080p videos with the possibility of stereo input. Here's a video sample to give you a taste of what it is like. Moving on, the Redmi 1S's internals, powered by the Snapdragon chipset as mentioned before, allow the device to be fast and smooth with minimal lag out of the box. But the seemingly sufficient 1GB of RAM poses a problem when there are many apps in the background. A recent update marginally fixes this issue with better optimization, but even then, sometimes the app refresh and the browser is kind of unstable. We ran several benchmarks to see how the chip fared against the competition and also tested games to find overheating as a problem initially. The recent update has made things better, but the device, while handling casual games well, will tend to heat up after a while. On the storage side, the phone comes with about 5.64GB of free space out of the total 8GB of internal memory. This is sufficient for people accustomed to just casual gaming, but for heavy users, the micro SD card slot would help for expansion. The two SIM slots are full-sized, and in case you have a micro SIM, the company gives you free adapters so you can use them. Unlike Mi 3 or the other Xiaomi devices, the Redmi 1S actually comes with Android Jelly Bean, not KitKat. With the latest MIUI 45 update, the heat and RAM issues have been fixed with further updates promised for the phone. When it comes to MIUI, it's easily one of the most feature-rich third-party ROMs that has been available for Android since ages. The usual features aside, the best thing about MIUI is its performance and personalization. Unlike other heavy skins, MIUI is really light and is zippy fast even on the Redmi 1S. The default apps are beautiful and it has easily one of the most complete out-of-the-box experiences with apps for almost everything you need. Software-wise, you are covered if you're not really looking for the latest Android updates or a stock Android skin. The Xiaomi Redmi 1S is equipped with a 2050 mAh battery which lasts for a day on average use. With the large 720p screen, we expected the moderately sized battery to perform adequately, but it fell short of expectations as we saw it dropping charge way faster than what we had predicted. End of the day, you will need to charge the Redmi 1S for sure, and dual SIM usage makes it only worse. However, you do get control to see what runs in the background and make the battery life much better. The Redmi 1S is easily one of the best budget smartphones that you can buy in the market right now. Yes, its availability is restricted to online, especially only on Flipkart, but it hasn't stopped more than 200,000 people from buying it. So if you're still on the fence, don't think about it. It has a great screen, a decent camera, great performance, and offers them at a price other companies are struggling to match. Minor issues like overheating, which has been fixed in an update, and average battery life aside, the Redmi 1S is clearly class leading and, as mentioned before, one of the best budget smartphones ever made. So that's about it for our video review, guys. Do check out the full review on the blog. The link will be up on the description below. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already for more videos like these. Thanks for watching and let us know what you think in the comment section below.